Fight camp, week 3, day 2. The weigh-ins are just wrapped. We're nearing the end.
Let the countdown begin.
It is Fight Camp Week 3, Day 2, weigh-in day, right here from Matchroom HQ. It's official now, right? That's what makes it official when they weigh in, Tony.
Yeah.
All the fighters have made weight. We've got a fight on.
We have fighters that are all looking healthy, fit. It's not some of the scenes that we've seen last week. You know, I think everyone's looking really good and everybody's now excited. I was, you know, seeing JB. He looks full of life now. We've seen him throwing the beanbags. He was really happy. So once it gets past that weigh-in, you relax. The first battle is won.
He's still got the beard. He's not shaved the beard off yet.
That goes tonight.
That goes tonight.
And that's when the madness comes.
And that's when he makes it official. They've made it official. Let us make it official now. It's time for opening bell. Look at the weigh-ins. Again, Bolotnik's coming down from cruiserweight. Made the weight comfortably though. Look at him. 175 now. It's clearly he's division.
174.5 for Richard the Lion.
Looks good, Bolotnik does.
After the golden contract win, you know, he'll have the world of confidence behind him. He looks in amazing shape, and then, you know, you see JB as well. Two of them in phenomenal shape, Hadi. Yeah, looking both really well.
Yeah, they do. I mean, both look absolutely fantastic. I saw Boatsy at the hotel yesterday, and he said, yeah, I've got a couple of pounds to lose. He's lost them comfortably. This is going to be a very, I'll talk about the beard. Look, it's still there. Yeah. This is going to be a very, very good main event tomorrow.
It is. It's exciting. It is a slight step up for JB, but at the same time, it's one we expect him to pass. And to be totally honest, I expect him to pass it with flying colours, Addy. If JB's going to be everything that we're already thinking that he is, he's got to pass this and look good doing it.
Yeah, and I think he will as well. And then it's a case of what next. But we'll look at what next. Let's not look beyond Bolotnik. We'll look at what next tomorrow. Another great fight on the card is Michael Mickinson, the WBO Global Welterweight Champion. 20-0. 20-0 this kid is. Yeah. And finally starting to get his flowers. He takes on Ronovsky. Ronovsky 19-1, only lost to Josh Kelly. Again, both of them look in great shape.
Mickinson is somebody who is facing unbeaten guys on a consistent basis. The last 3 opponents before this one were all unbeaten guys, and he's just willing to go in with anyone. So he's someone who's going to learn an awful lot from that experience of going in with unbeaten fighters, but he's somebody who's going a long way, in my opinion.
Yeah, someone that is going to go a long way in the sport. I can't wait to see him take on Ronovsky. You know what I like? I like the fact that he's now getting his opportunities. He's come through the hard way, right? He's done the small hall shows, and now look at him, right? Coming off that good fight in Gibraltar against Chris Congo, and now he takes on Ronovsky and he joins us, and now does Michael Mickinson. Michael, really good to have you on the show. I like your progression. It's been a long road. It's been a tough one, but I almost feel like you've educated because of that. So when you come here, fight somewhere at Fight Camp, you're ready for it now. Yeah. You know, this is it. This is your time.
Yeah, that's it. I've been ready a long time. It was just a matter of time of getting that big opportunity. So when I got the opportunity in March, I was more than ready for it. I was never going to crumble. And now I'm finally here. So it feels good to be here, especially where I've had to do it a little bit harder than the average person, you know?
Has that helped you think, having to go through the hard route? Obviously, look, you're not coming from this massive amateur background, you know, no part of Team GB, so you've almost had to work harder, right? Taking the tough fights. You look at your last 4 fights, all the guys you fought have been unbeaten. You've done it the hard way.
Yeah, I think my last 6, they've got a combined record of something stupid like 90 wins and 4 losses, something like that. So I fight real opposition every time. I challenge myself every time, and now I'm getting the credit for it.
Do you feel like you've got other things to show in this fight, Michael? You know, I've seen the record, and what will happen with fighters like yourself is they look at boxer and they think, oh, really good boxer, not a puncher, and they're going to go in with you. I think you could be potentially somebody, and it takes me back to someone like a Lee Selby. Very underrated, because when you're facing guys with records and you're beating them quite easy, beating them on points, no one labels you a puncher, but I think as you step up through the calibre of fighters, they're going to find that you're harder to hit, you're cleverer than you think, and you actually hit harder than actually your record suggests.
Yeah, like I can punch a bit. My last opponent, Chris Congo, is a good fighter, but he was planning on walking through me, and I hurt him a few times in the first round. And then he didn't want to commit for 10 rounds against me, and he was on the back foot against me, and I had to apply the pressure. Like, so there's a lot to my ability that nobody's seen yet. I haven't really had to show it yet. So as we go through the opposition and they get tougher and they get harder and get better, people will see different sides of me.
So you feel still at the minute you really haven't got out of second gear in the professional
There's been
ranks?
a couple of times, but like I felt comfortable in the Chris Congo fight like the whole way through, and that was supposed to be a massive step up. This is supposed to be a massive step up, and I'm expecting a hard fight. I'm ready for a hard fight, but like going the 10 rounds, I've done it 7 times now, so I've got that in the tank anyway. So yeah, I'm excited, really excited.
Step up in opponents, you're doing that now. What about step up in terms of magnitude of events as well?
Yeah.
How have you been able to cope with that?
I was born for events like this. Like I said, I've been waiting. I was waiting for a long time. I was waiting for a long time, and I always knew I was good enough. I always knew I was good enough. So like I said, as soon as I got given that opportunity, like the one against Chris Congo last time, it was only 6 weeks' notice I accepted the fight on. Yeah. And I took it with both hands because I've been ready for this for ages. So like, I'm really excited to finally be a part of it. But I was always a massive boxing fan. Now I'm a part of it all.
Yeah, I know you don't want to say it, but ultimately, you know, you're planning ahead of Ranovsky, or if this goes your way, which you fully expect it to. What are the fights that you want out there? Because you're on the peripheral edge of something big. Yeah. But then you must be looking at fighters who are labelling themselves to make comebacks. So the likes of Amir Khan, you know Andre Bersos, are they staying away from it? But them kind of fights, because you're 20, you know, your name's out there. So you're a bit of a marker for people. But who do you want? Who do you want to face? What do you want to do?
I would love a big name. Okay. I would love a big name. Like, I think I deserve a big name. Okay. Because like,
you're 20-0. You definitely deserve a big name.
You're beating unbeaten guys.
I'm fourth with the WBO, so I've got a good world ranking. MTK do a great job managing me, and obviously now being promoted by Matchroom as well. So I have no worries about how my career is going to be guided. I've just got to do my job and focus on myself and keep learning, keep developing and keep winning. That's the main thing that you say. Yeah.
Let's quickly talk about your opponent, Ranovsky. Obviously, we know him over here from fighting Josh Kelly a couple of years back. Done well in that performance, right? Caused Josh a few problems. Obviously, Josh looked fantastic fighter, got the win in the end, and it was comfortable on the scorecards. What do you make of him now? He's had a couple of wins since then. He's clearly progressed. What do you make of him a fighter now?
Yeah, he took the Josh Kelly fight on short notice. He's had a decent camp for me. He's had a lot of time for me.
A long time, by the way. Looked really good on the scales, didn't he?
Looked really good, looked really confident. They're serious people. But I'm a different level, and I will show that. I'm an awkward customer for anyone. He's a serious person. He's got form as well. He's coming off 2 good knockout wins. Knocked out Soroka last time in 4 rounds. So it is a tough test, but that's what I like. I like putting myself and testing myself against better opposition each time. I don't want to sit around at the same level. I'm very ambitious. I just want to keep pushing and see where this career takes me.
It's good to see today you look healthy on the scales. You know, I'm not sure if you were watching last week, but you've seen a lot of guys get on scales and look drained, tired, and not nice to see. You look fresh. You look really healthy today. So that's, you know, your
that's
kind of weight division.
Work, isn't it, as well?
It is, because you're obviously living the life.
Yeah, I've boxed at welterweight for the last 10 years as well. Like I turned pro as a welterweight 7 years ago, but as I've got older and matured a lot more, and I've got good nutritional advice and stuff like that, so it's never easy making weight, but when you've got the right people around you, like I've been really light in weight all week.
I was going to say, you're not someone, a lot of fighters tend to do it the night before, the week of the fight. You've obviously been in and around the weight now for, I'd say, a fortnight, not far off it.
Yeah, I'm not far off. Last week, if they gave me 24 hours to make the weight, I could have done it. So no problem.
Ultimate professional. As I say, there is some huge fighters out there at the weight, but you're not small at welterweight.
What I want him to do, though, Tom, what I want him to do, look, it is Ranovsky, and we understand that. And you should get past Ranovsky, Michael. I mean, I've seen Ranovsky. You are a couple of levels above for me. Who do you want next? I mean, there are some good domestic ones, right?
Put some meat on the bone.
There's Conor Ben, there's Florian Marcoux, obviously he's got the big following. Then you've got the American guys as well. Give me your ideal name. Who do you want next?
I would love, well, everyone would like the Conor Ben fight, wouldn't they?
I would love to see the Conor Ben fight.
He's in there, you know, listen, you understand what's going to happen when you face someone like him. It's huge.
You want to see who the best is over here.
Yeah, but
that's what it is.
Yeah, but I understand. I'd love like a former world champion next. Something like that. I was having a bit of a bit of
Bit of back and forth for Devon Alexander, wasn't
and he lost last week, didn't he? To an 11-2 lad. So that
it only happens when you start chatting.
For quite a while I've been getting like
Yeah.
a bit of Twitter beef with him, so that would have been something I would have liked. But I don't know.
There's others there, mate. There's plenty
There's
of
lots.
big fights out there.
I guess
for
it
you.
only happens if you do the job here.
Yes.
I want
on
a
Saturday
pizza
night.
first. That's the first
A
thing
pizza
on my mind.
first. A pizza first. Get him a pizza, someone. Get him a pizza. Have you been watching this game?
I've seen somebody do it as I came over. Yeah.
I want to show you something a bit special. This man got a hole in one. You're going to step up. In fact, let's all get
mate.
up. Let's all get up. But first, let's show you what Tony Bellew did a bit earlier.
I'm retiring
Right.
now.
This is
good at
Tony. Look at this. Look at this. Straight in the hole, Tony did. I promise you, he did get it straight in the
Yeah,
hole.
just take the monitor
What,
away, mate.
you're wearing all
destroy my
black.
moment.
You're wearing all black. Tony?
No, I'm okay, you know, but I'm good. I'm good.
Just
I
the
think you
one?
can go
No,
with
we've
that.
got four. We've got to go four.
All right.
No, yeah, you four each. You guys go. I'm the champ.
Go on,
I've
you
got
can go on
four.
that side. Over there. No, this side,
Oh,
this side.
okay.
Yeah, straight over there. So you want it in the hole.
Just behind that, the zone boxing side, Mike, and it's all yours,
I don't
champ.
mind going first to
here?
show you how it's done.
Yeah.
Go on.
I'll show you how it's done, Mike. You know what I mean? I'm never good at this. I don't know what's happened. I used to be very good, I promise.
Better than me.
saying
Go on then, Mike. So what you got?
Off you go.
Ooh, close.
bad
Not
first
bad.
effort.
Not bad first attempt. Here we go. Here we go.
That's
Here we
the
go.
one. Oh. That. Oh.
Tone, show me how it's done, Tone.
Oh, don't.
Go,
I don't
Tone.
wanna
Show me how it's
put
done.
that
Oh!
Can't get that in now, Adam. Sorry. It's blocked away.
You don't have to.
You can finish that one. Only one person's got it in overhead. That's
Oh,
yeah,
it looked quite good on
What
line.
if I push that one
I
in?
knew. If you can knock that one
Oh,
in.
very
that was
close.
man.
Michael, well done. Good luck on
No,
Saturday.
son.
Should be an absolutely
luck, son.
fantastic
Cheers,
fight.
mate.
Michael
Thank you.
Mickinson versus Ranofsky. Remember, you can watch it right here on DAZN. WBO Global Welterweight title on the line as well. Make sure you don't miss it right here on DAZN.
Welcome to DAZN. See the biggest fights live and on demand. Get the most in-depth fight week experience. Join DAZN inside the training camps, press conferences,
Talk so much.
workouts, and weigh-ins. And the exclusive DAZN boxing show brings you all the latest news and interviews with boxing's biggest names every weekday.
All be thrown in the deep end in 2021.
Playback breaks down the biggest fights with the boxers, trainers and promoters that made them. Beautiful. Experience some of the greatest stories in boxing through award-winning original documentary film.
Nobody wanted to fight him. He was killing everybody.
Unlock over 30 years of boxing brilliance in the DAZN archive and watch the fights that made the legends.
Pound for pound, the best in the world.
Welcome to DAZN.
It's going to be an absolutely fantastic night of boxing, isn't it? We've got so much stuff on the undercard as well to look out for. Tone, one fight that I think's almost getting under the radar just a little bit is unbeaten Raymond Ford. He takes on Reece Bellotti.
Yeah.
I like this fight. Obviously, Raymond Ford coming off that draw, Reece Bellotti coming off 2 defeats as well. Both of them need to win. Should be a good one.
It will be. I think this is going to be fight of the night. That's my prediction.
Really, yeah?
Yeah, I just think this is going to steal the show. I think Reece always comes to fight. He never in a disappointing fight. And for Ford, you know, he's got to get a win here. So it can't help but be a good fight, Addy, in my opinion. You know, both look good on the scales. Ford was a little bit quiet yesterday, and I think, you know, it was tough for him making weight finally, but he said it was no problem, as every fighter does. But ultimately, looking at him today, he seemed a bit happier once the weigh-in was over. Seemed a bit more chatty, Addy. So I can only see anything but a good fight there.
One fighter that you know very, very well, obviously Hopi Price in action as well, trained by your former trainer Dave Coldwell, that gave you so much good stuff, right? I mean, so many good things with Hopi Price. What do you expect from Hopi Price in this one?
I think Hopi will shine. I think Hopi will go in there. I think he'll start cautiously. He'll want to have a look at this guy. He doesn't really know much about him, but then I see him nailing him and I see him getting rid of him, Addy, to be honest. I just think that's the way that fight will go. And then ultimately, you know what's coming next.
Yeah, we know what's coming next. And what's coming next, obviously, Cash Farouk versus Castillo. Very interested to see how that one plays out. Look, Castillo, that amazing backstory as well, which you still find quite crazy. Boxing brings you up so many amazing stories. I mean, he's deaf, he doesn't speak as well.
Yeah.
Him and his trainer have almost their own form of sign language
Yeah.
to get them through the fights, which I find incredible.
Yeah, you couldn't write it, Addy. It's an amazing story, a really heartwarming story. But listen, this is the fight game.
Yeah.
And nothing else matters besides what goes down in that ring tomorrow.
I mean, look at
night.
this. Look at this. This is, again, this isn't like your normal sign language. Obviously, look, he comes from such a poor background, couldn't afford to do sign language. They've created this themselves, which is impressive. They've been with each other for 10 years. He's 28-2 as well, so he's dangerous. 18 KOs Castillo has. So this is a dangerous fight for Cash Farouk.
It is, and he can't afford to let his mind slip. He's got to be on the ball from the minute he gets in that ring. He's got to be someone who's just staying switched on. Addy, it's huge in this fight, because if Castillo can get a foot in the door here, it's going to massively be upsetting for Cash. I'm putting back, so he's got to be switched on for every second of every round. This boy's coming here to win.
Yeah, he is coming here to win. Another guy that's coming to win as well is Joshua Hernandez. He takes on our very own Joe Cordina. Fantastic fight, obviously from Rio 2016. This should be a good one. You look at Joshua Hernandez's record, he's 10-3. But you look a bit deeper than his record. Been with good fighters, got some good wins.
Yeah.
Cordina's taking this on relatively late notice. This is a banana skin, this one.
It is, and what worries me is this guy's in shape. So when Hernandez gets on the scales, I don't usually see that much. So he's in really good shape. We know who he's lost to. He's lost to some elite level guys.
Yeah,
some
Chris
really
Colbert,
good
one of them.
Prime Time is a really good fighter. So he's going to have to go in there, be fully switched on again. It's these kind of fights, Addy, where the boys can switch off.
Yeah.
They go in there, they think it's just a tune-up, it's a warm-up for the next one. The eye to get ahead of the game, and they just switch off. And these guys are coming to take everything away from them.
Yeah, they certainly
so
are.
they've got to be switched on.
Yeah, it's going to be an absolutely fantastic fight. It is co-main event. Earlier in the week, we caught up with the Welsh with Joe Cordina to look ahead to this fight against Josh Hernandez. The Welsh have produced some very, very good fighters over the last few years. We've got a very, very special fighter now amongst us, and that man is Joe Cordina, the unbeaten Joe Cordina. Look, before we talk about your fight against Joshua Hernandez, obviously you're an Olympian. Quick word on the Olympians. Team GB sent over like a team of Avengers, really, right? 11 went, 6 medalled. That's impressive.
Before they went, I said, this is going to be I put it on Instagram, it's our best team yet. You've got European champions, world champions,
Incredible,
Olympic medalists.
Yeah.
All going there, and it's pretty much a full team apart from the 75 kilo.
Yeah.
Now, for me, I was just so happy that they lived up to what expectations, and which
It's tough,
and to go there and do what they done is unbelievable. And
I was just so happy that we got a couple of golds. I know that sounds rude, but when we're starting to medal, I was like, let one of them be gold. So for Galal and Lauren Price to get golds,
you don't realise until you're there and you see the draws, how the draws are turning out, how hard to get to an Olympic Games or even pick up a medal in the Olympic Games.
Just to get there.
Just to get this hard.
To get there, the qualification is so hard. Them young boys have done absolutely amazing, and girls have done unbelievable. You know, I felt so sorry for Pat McCormack. You know, the draw he gets, and because such a brilliant fighter, goes into it as the #1 seed, world #1. I haven't seen a world #1 from the GB since Frankie Gavin.
Yeah, Frankie Gavin was
the last one, and then
yeah.
he went to Beijing and then failed to make weight, as we all know. But Frankie was unbelievable. But as the lads kept progressing, I just thought Galal was just unbelievable.
Yeah.
So confident as well, wasn't he?
Oh, you know,
So
listen,
confident.
when you're knocking down fights in the army, because it's very unheard of, you know, in the
don't see it,
game.
do.
When you're dropping them and hitting them and giving them counts, that very rarely gets seen. He is one for the pros. Eddie, just get the book out, mate, and get hold of him.
Get that checkbook out.
He is
Yeah.
going to be special.
I was speaking to him after every fight, and he was like, "Oh, I didn't box it." I said, "Mate," I said, "Shut up." I said, "You're doing unbelievable."
Yeah.
I said, "Just keep on, just stay focused, keep on to the next one." The next time I was speaking to him after his next fight, he's like, "Oh, I didn't box the best." I'm like, "Mate, have a
Such
day
an
off."
inspiring family.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, it's
That's
incredible.
brilliant.
Yeah, fantastic family, you're right. Let's talk about you. Obviously, Joshua Hernandez. Little known Joshua Hernandez, but you look at his record and who he's fought, even the losses. I mean, they're good people like Chris Colbert. Do you know what I mean? Who's now 16-0. So you've
Interim
got a
world
test on
title
Saturday.
champion.
Yeah.
He just won an interim world title, so the WBA. So it's a tough fight.
Yeah.
When we sat down and we had a look at our opponents, we wanted to pick the hardest one. So we looked at his record. Yeah, he's 10-3. His 3 losses. One was come to a 17-0 fighter when he was on a matchroom bill, which lost on a split decision, which he should have won.
That tells you a lot.
Then
That says a
he
lot,
lost to
doesn't
Chris
it?
Colbert. Then
I think he got early. defeat.
Colbert's
and then an
exceptional, by the way.
early defeat, which he straight away avenged. So he's got 10 wins, 8 knockouts. He can punch with both hands, and I need someone like that. If I'm go on to fight for eliminators or for world titles, I need someone like that that's going to come and fight. I ain't got to go and look for him.
He's going to meet you in the centre of the ring.
100%.
Yeah.
And obviously I got to use my boxing ability, listen to my corner, Tony, and box to instructions and show what I've been working on in the last 13 weeks in camp.
Where do you think you are now, Joe, just in terms of where you want to get to, which is obviously fighting for world titles, becoming a world champion? How close do you think you are to that progression?
When you look at my career so far, I've had 12 fights. Yeah, it's been a little bit stop and start through injury and whatever else, but when you look at my career, I haven't put a foot wrong yet. Yeah, my last performance wasn't the greatest.
The Kurbanov one, right?
Yeah, but at the same time, did I come out marked up? No, I never. I think he was 19-2. He's been a European champion. I've never been marked up. I've never been bruised. I've never got beat up. So, like, when people are criticising and whatever else, yeah, okay, no, I'll take it. But I'll only listen to the ones that I value their opinion.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was that. But then, technical ability-wise, I'm there.
Yeah. 100%.
It's just I need these fights that are going to progress me and sort of let me know if I'm ready for them big boys. Although technically I'm there, it's just I need them.
He tells me this every week. He's your biggest fan. This kid.
Well, I always think
love
he's crazy,
Tony,
mate. I just think amazing fight. There's nothing you can't do, mate. You've got it all we need now is just some consistency and just shun away with the injury. It's so hard when you're as gifted and as talented as Joe is. It's gaining momentum and just needing to get the fights back to back to back. But he's been unfortunate with injuries and certain times. But listen, it's all behind him now. The main thing is go in there on Saturday night, mate. It's a chance to shine.
Yeah, of course.
Do something that these other guys couldn't do. Maybe, I don't know, but just go out there and get a great win, and then be ready to go again. You know, I know you want to fight again before the year's out. And it's exciting times ahead. So I'm
what
just
do you
excited.
prefer, Joe? You've done 135, you've done 130. What's comfortable for you? Is 130 still comfortable?
I love 135.
135.
But at the same time,
you can do 130.
Yeah, I could do 130. My last fight was at 130, but we made it at, I think, 134.
Yeah.
Now, we only made it 134 because I was 16 months out of the ring.
Of course.
My body sort of. I literally
You're naturally going to go up, aren't you?
Literally didn't do nothing, no training for about 4 months, and that was through to injury. And I wasn't allowed to because they took bone from my hip, and even running, they'd say that could split open. So I had to sort of take my time in how I was coming back and rehabilitation with the hand and everything else. So yeah, my weight went up a little bit. So this fight, it came at short notice. I was still in camp, and I was planning on fighting the end of August, but when it came about, I said, well, I ain't gonna, I'm 3 weeks before I was meant to fight, so I ain't gonna just chuck and try and get a weight off and do it, because I've been, as Dan Lawrence have got me in a great shape at the moment, and Tony have got me in great shape. He's got my diet perfect, and how I'm not gonna just change everything I've been doing and risk everything I've been doing to have a bad performance just to make 9-4. So I said we made it at 9-8. Don't get me wrong, I love to box at 9-9 all the time. But at the same time, my best chances are at 9-4 to win a world title. And then when I win a world title, maybe we go up and make some money.
Do you know what that is? This right here.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Have you watched this?
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's all right.
Think you can do it?
I don't know.
Let's go. Let's go. See what you got. See what you got.
What colour?
Well, you're wearing black.
All right.
You went behind the board. Behind the board, no cheating. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be a good 12 foot.
Yeah, but I thought we were going there and then so we're going there.
No, that's going to throw it to that.
Okay, no problem.
Joe's just been disappointed. I thought we were going over there.
I love the big back challenge. So what you got?
No, can you go first?
I'll go first.
No one's ever got it in. No one's ever got it in thrown over that.
No pressure.
Okay.
Oh, it's close.
Look, he's a bit nervous now. I see a bit of nerves from Joe.
That's a different kind of throw. I've never seen that one before.
Oh, hello. Okay.
I've never seen that throw before. It's
interesting. He had a little backspin on that,
watching
didn't
this
he?
on Instagram.
You watching it?
On Instagram.
You've been preparing
I was
for this,
thinking, how is this a sport?
He's blocked your way though.
Oh, that's rubbish.
Oh, Addy, that's way
That's
off.
shocking. Tony, get in. Tony, get in. Go
No,
on,
man,
Tony.
it's nothing to do with me. Don't start trying to get me
He's my
involved in
mate.
your tussle. I'm not
Don't
about
cause
that.
problems, mate.
All right, let's go. Let's go. There you go. That's it. That's it. No.
I'm going to knock this one in.
Go on. Oh, he's blocked the path.
On each left, boys.
I need an angle.
I need an angle.
I need an angle. Go on, you got that. I need an angle.
You two are looking for hope.
Here we go. Here we go. There you go. Bang. Winner. Winner. Oh.
Nothing can go in there. Oh. Unlucky, boys.
Here's what it is. Good luck on Saturday.
Thank you very much, brother.
You haven't done
Should be an absolute one. Joe Cordina versus Joshua Hernandez. Should be a good one. Remember, you can only watch it live right here on Dazn.
Stream live sport on Dazn. Just search DAZN in your app store and download Dazn to your smart TV, mobile device, computer or games console. Click on the subscription plan, sign up and create your account. Start streaming live sport, exclusive weekly content, archive events and award-winning documentary films. Only on Dazn.
Great to hear from Joe Cordina, isn't it? Obviously, look, great opportunity for him as well.
Yeah.
It's had his injuries for the
Yes.
last couple of years. I think that's his big kind of problem, his big holdback. But this is a good opportunity for everyone to remind ourselves of how good Joe Cordina is.
It is, Addy, and as we've said before, inactivity is the biggest, killer of fighters, so he's got to stay active now. That's the most important thing to Joe Cordina's career. We're seeing now the second set of Olympians about to drop in anytime soon. These guys are going to want to be out and busy, and we don't want to forget about the previous ones. So, JB, Joshua Buatsi, and the likes of Cordina, the outstanding boys from the previous Olympics, and I expect them now to go on and stay strong and stay fit.
Yeah, it should be absolutely fantastic. Joe Cordina versus Joshua Hernandez. Look, great undercard action tomorrow. It isn't just about the main event, and these boys look forward to the undercard for us. It's time for In the Ring with our very own Chris Lloyd and Darren Barker.
August 14th, the conclusion of 2021's Fight Camp, headlined by light heavyweight sensations Joshua Buatsi and Ricard Bolotniks. A terrific encounter. But let's take a look at some of the other fights that Saturday night. So Michael McKinson against Zemislav Ranowski, 19-1, and that one came against Josh Kelly only. Really good win last time out against Mikhail Soroka. But, of course, McKinson, brilliant against Chris Congo last time out.
Oh, he stuck to a game plan. The Problem, that's his nickname, and he proved it. He's so slick, not the biggest puncher, but he's so hard to hit cleanly. He punches so quickly, his movement is impeccable. So, yeah, I was very impressed last time, Chris.
One man who opened the show unsuccessfully, it has to be said, is Rhys Bellotti last year. He's up against young Ray Ford, who really, really fancies this fight. Another kind of transatlantic matchup that we wouldn't necessarily have seen, but now with a global platform, these are the kind of fights we can look forward to going forwards.
I've texted Bellotti, and he really fancies this. He said, look, I'm going to try and old man him. I'm going to get in front of him. I'm going to make him work. I'm going to take him places that he's never been before. And he really, really believes he can upset the cart here. And good luck to him. He's a lovely lad, Rhys, but he's up against.
Always great to hear from the boys. Chris Lloyd and Darren Barker are going to be doing their bits tomorrow live right here at Fight Cam on Dazn. All right, time now for a bit of fun. Time for a bit of fill-in with myself, Adi Oladipo, and obviously that man over there, former cruiserweight king Tony Bellew. Tony, you didn't know these were coming.
No, I didn't.
You didn't know these were coming. I like these surprises. Quick one. Who do you think will steal the show at Fight Night?
Tomorrow night, I just can't look past Ford and Bellotti.
Really?
That fight, I just think Rhys Bellotti's never in a dull fight, and this Ford boy likes to travel, can fight.
Not afraid of travelling.
He's got a point to prove though, Addy. You know, the draw last time out, and then he feels like he's on the wrong end of it. Will Rhys Bellotti pay for something that he hasn't done? You're going to find out tomorrow night.
Big issue, isn't it, for someone so young, obviously highly touted, Raymond Ford. If he doesn't win, and on your record it's a defeat and a draw, doesn't look good.
No, it doesn't. So as I say, there's massive amounts of pressure on him coming here, especially in someone's backyard, coming off a draw. As I said, as you've just touched on there, he loses, he's really in a bad spot then in his career. So lots of gain.
All right, next one. The fighter you're most looking forward to seeing on Saturday, not named Raymond Ford.
I've always been a huge fan of Cordina, but Buatsi stepping up, I just think this might be a night where he goes out there and does a demolition job. I don't know what's telling me that. I look at the levels of Bolotnik's and I see what JB can do, and I just think feet are a massive thing going into this fight. As we touched on before, Virgil Hunter, the patterns that Bolotnik's follows, I've looked at them, and I just don't think he can get out the way of Joshua Buatsi, and it could be a very destructive performance. It could end quickly.
This might answer the next question and final one. Who has the most to lose this weekend?
Do you know what? Do you know who has the most to lose? Joe Cordina.
Really?
Such a heavily talented. No, because you're at a stage in his career where he's fighting a heavier guy. He's coming off a winning record, so a loss sets him way back, and it's not good, but it's not the end of his career. For someone like Cordina to lose to a guy like this, it's very tough. And also Raymond Ford as well, I must say, because if Raymond Ford loses, he gets frozen out. He's very good, but no one then wants to touch him for how good he is, and the price for risk and reward is just too much. So a couple of guys with an awful lot to lose. I can't pick between Raymond Ford and Joe Cordina, but it's one of them two guys in my opinion.
Look, it's going to be an absolutely fantastic night of boxing. That's what we can guarantee, and that's what we know as well. My fight of the night, just thought I'd give you my one as well. Cash versus Castillo. I think that's going to be an absolutely fantastic fight. We know every time the Mexicans are on UK shore, they cause us problems. So let's hope that Cash can get the job done tomorrow night. Look, should be a fantastic one. This is the final fight camp of Final Fight Camp Fight Week 3. Tomorrow is day 3. It's fight night. Remember, you can only watch the action right here, live on Dazn.
All won a fight camp. No easy fight.